Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us for today's webinar. Before we dive in, I want to introduce you to the expert who will be guiding us through these powerful strategies, Brad Stevens. Brad is a purpose-driven entrepreneur and has built global businesses across 18 countries. He is the founder and CEO of Outsource Access, a multi-awarded offshoring business backed by close to 500 employees. Outsource Access has experience connecting 75 industries with virtual teams to help them scale and succeed. He also co-founded a software platform, One-on-One Connections, which is the only private label connections program for member organizations and conferences across 10 countries and 20,000 plus matches to date. Under his leadership, Outsource Access has received 8 national or global awards, including Pace Setters, Inc. Regionals, ranking in the top 7% of fastest growing companies in the US on the Inc. 5000. Ladies and gents, here's Brad Stevens.
Hey everybody, Brad here at our offices in the Philippines. I'm here with Jana, which is our amazing VAs supporting Hiler Painting. Some of you may remember I had a chance to go do a quick trip and see their whole journey with us. And Jana is one of the most amazing staff that got added to their team, along with Rika and what's the other VA? Charlene that got added recently as well. So we're about to do a little dive interview. We do VA interviews, kind of hearing about her background, her personal experience, and what led her to OA, and then hear about the impact she's had with Hiler Painting. So super excited to dive in. Hey everybody, Brad Stevens here, founder and CEO of Outsource Access. Actually, at our offices here in the Philippines and our special kind of interview rooms, also our podcast room where we have our podcast, and super excited to continue our episodes of how outsourcing works. And we know that a lot of people know that offshore staffing exists, but how does it actually work? What can they do for my business? What industries? What about time zones? What about competency? What about security? All those things. So we'd like to kind of take you behind the scenes, and super excited to have Jana as my guest today. Thanks for being here with me.
Yes, it's an honor, Brad, to finally meet you.
Oh, same here. Great to meet you as well, and know so much about your story and the impact you've had with a client of ours, Hiler Painting, which we'll be talking about. It's an amazing journey with that client and kind of hearing their path with us. They started with one, and now Jana's actually the third VA that they've added to us. And they've grown from $4 to $8 million. They've grown from 30 to over 50 employees. And we've been a part of that journey. And Rika, who's one of their first VAs that joined them, was actually rated their MVP, most valuable employee, by all of their local employees just outside of Philadelphia. And we're even going to fly her there to be a part of the celebration because of the impact that she's made. And because of that, it led to them wanting to hire more staff, like yourself.
I started way back 2020. And then Hiler Painting is actually my third client with Outsource Access. And yeah, I mean, I can say that I am in the company that I really, really love with
feel integrated kind of work them, right? And it's exciting. Like a lot of the clients we work with, they feel like they're a part of the company, right? We want to know their mission, their core values. So like they don't feel like we're a third party extended, offshore company, but working side by side, with them. So and the journey with Rika that started with them and the impact that she had, she started initially helping document all of their processes for them. And then she started being able to do graphic design, even designed all their like yard signs that they had. And then she learned Salesforce really well and was able to manage like Salesforce, like API integrations with their internal systems. And they were just super impressed with what she did. And then she was doing some of the work that like you and Charlene are doing.
Before.
But they started seeing the opportunity and how successful it was. So they said, well, let's bring on another person to kind of just parse off and take on those roles.
Yes, that's how brilliant Rika is.
Before we dive further in today's interview, let's take a moment to look back. Here's a short clip from our interview with Rika, the first virtual assistant of Hiler Painting, the spark that ignited the revolutionary changes which helped Hiler Painting scale to what it is today.
Hi, my name is Rika. I've been with Outsource Access for 3 years now. I support a painting company. It is a residential painting company that beautifies your home. As a virtual assistant, my role is to help improve efficiency across all departments. So I can be a sales and marketing assistant, an operations assistant, data analyst, payroll assistant, anything to streamline operations and to help save time. In my first year, my tasks were data entries, CRM updates, and basic reporting. But now I do automations, reports with formulas, researching about new technologies to help improve efficiency and save time. My clients expanded their VA team, so I am joined by Sherlyn to support marketing and then Jana to support Tom and Shan for their executive assistants. The three of us VAs are in Google Meet every day to help support each other. We use Loom to record our processes and review it from time to time. My success has contributed to their success. Revenue-wise, in year 2021, their revenue was 3 million. That was before me. And then during me, 2022, 5 million. And then last year, they were in 7.5 million. So I think that was 50 to 60% increase. And this year, we are aiming to hit 10 million mark. So hopefully we can achieve that goal. The very first automation I created was in Salesforce. So that was, I think, 10 or more automations. And among all tools that I created, automations with Salesforce is quite complex one. So, but I'm thankful that I was able to run the automations and that really helped my task lighten up or my workload lighten up. Because of that initiative, my client hired an automation team to automate our processes. So I think the automation process were like 80 to 90% automated.
Because of her exceptional contribution, Rika was honored with the Client Success Impact Award, recognized not just by us here at Outsource Access, but more importantly, by her client and their employees at Hiler Painting.
Also want to give a huge shout out to Rika. You've been here now at your 3-year anniversary, and words can't describe what you've meant to the company over the past 3 years in helping us grow and making things more efficient.
Rika, congratulations once again. Your dedication, excellence, and heart continue to inspire not just your client, but our entire team. We're incredibly proud of you and grateful to have you as part of this journey.
Thank you so much to Tom and Shan for giving me such recognition, and also to Outsource Access.
Here, you guys have a name, the three of you. What do you call yourselves?
The Powerpuff Girls.
The Powerpuff Girls? That's right. I forgot about that when I went up and visited. I had a chance to go visit up to Hiler Painting and interview them, and
The
all
Hiler
about it.
Painting Powerpuff. Yeah.
And so you guys even branded yourselves with them, right? I mean, that's exactly the essence. I love this story because it's the classic small to medium business in the United States, right? I mean, commercial residential painting, suburban Philadelphia, kind of a hands-on type of business, and being willing to embrace working with an offshore company, and just to the point that it just magnified, changed their whole business,
Yes.
rated as the MVP, and then hired 2 more along with it. So the stuff you're currently doing right now is you're mainly focused on working directly with Tom and
With
Sean.
Tom and Sean, yes.
And so what are the kind of activities you're supporting them in? Because they're the two. So Tom's a main owner and founder, and then
The founder.
Sean is a
Co-owner
Co-owner
and
as well.
The vice president of the company. Yes, I work directly with them. So anything related to executive assistant tasks, like for example, maybe related to work or personal. So just like now, I'm currently helping Tom plan a Disney World trip.
Oh, that's no joke.
Yeah, Disney World trip for his son and his wife as well. So prior to that, I also helped him when it comes to because he wanted to have like a personal time with his wife. So every month he would like to date his wife. So
It's important. You got to maintain that. And they have a new little one too, right?
So,
Brand new baby, right? So that adds another complexity.
That's Sean. Sean is actually Sean's wife is actually due next week on Tuesday, and
And Tom's got a little baby though.
Yes,
right?
baby.
He's still got a little baby that they had.
Yes.
So they're both about to have a whole new. You're about to have a lot of more work. I'm sure that you're gonna be able to help them with.
Yes. Because it's my first time to manage two executives.
Yeah.
So it was very challenging for me because I'm used to managing only one executive. But it was a very challenging. I always think that learning and growth should never stop. So I'm really loving the challenge every time. So
that's part of our core values, right?
Yes.
I mean, it's hard to be in this business and not love learning and growth and personal development, because every client we work with, it's a custom situation, and figuring out what the needs and requirements, and even learning how to plan Disney trips, which if you ever need help, my wife is like a Disney ninja. She knows all in and outs of Disney from our prior trips, so she may be able to offer some help there. I joke around that Disney's like a Navy SEAL mission. Like you go, like it's like Black Ops, like in terms of dealing with that whole craziness and just the app itself to figure out the rides and all that. So I'm sure that's a big impact for them. Well, that's exciting to hear, and just to see their growth and how they've expanded, and then you've been able to plug in, and now they've got the Powerpuff Hiler painting team with Rika that's continuing to do operations and Salesforce integration support, and I know still doing some marketing and graphic design, and then Charlene that joined as well, like she's doing nothing but social media now, right? So they're seeing a big opportunity with marketing and helping with content creation and posting on Instagram, and working with Jamie. Who's she was director of HR, and now she's kind of more marketing focused. She still wears a lot of hats, for my interview with her.
Yes.
But now she's able to get that off of her plate, and Charlene's able to kind of help run with that, and usually use social media to drive a lot more business into the organization.
Yes.
Well, that's fantastic to hear, and that's awesome to hear your journey. I'm glad that you've had a chance to work with a number of clients with us, and Hiler's been such a great fit for you as you continue your path with us, and excited to see their continued growth. I mean, what their growth has been, and be a part of that journey. Been exciting, and so I'm glad that you're able to continue with that path.
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, even though Hiler Painting is my third client, I always say this to my friends, my previous colleagues also, that if ever they feel that they're not with the right client, they just need to do their best. Make sure to leave a big impression, because eventually they'll be able to be paired with their dream client, because that's what happens to me.
That's great to hear. I mean, it's our whole process at Outsource Assets. We do this deep assessment of all of our staff, our VAs, and do everything from IQ testing, emotional intelligence testing when they first kind of come on board, because we hire them as full-time employees here as part of our company in the Philippines. For them to work with with our clients, and then we do a deep dive with our clients and figure out what their needs and requirements, and do our best to make sure that there's really good alignment, so it's a win-win for everybody kind of in the in the journey. So well, that's awesome to hear, and continue to be excited about that journey ahead. It was great to meet you and learn about you a little bit further, and got a little underway with our house here. We'll have to continue working on it post-interview. But if you're in a place of looking to need support in your business, in your personal life from an exec admin standpoint, as I shared, we've grown to 500 people, 4.5 years, 75 different industries. Home and commercial services is one, and tons of others. If you go to outsourceaccess.com and you click on industry drop down, you can see all the industries that we're supporting, and book a call with one of our team members. You could do a discovery call, figure out your needs and constraints. We have a very specific formula we use to figure out those challenges. Exact same one we did with Tom and Hiler Painting that led to Rika, and then Charlene, and now Jana as well, supporting them. So outsourceaccess.com, love for you to come visit, and love to get a chance to connect with you and support you in the journey. So thanks again, Jana. It's been great getting to know you, and look forward to continue to redefine how you scale yourself and grow as an individual, and Hiler Painting as well.
Yes, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be able to meet you, Brad.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. Safe travels home.
Thank you.